Alright, ladies and gents, week 3 transfers has been released, and oh boy, everything is going to change in MPL Singapore once again. So let's take a look at the transfers and see how they're going to impact MPL Singapore Season 7's power rankings. We start off with Bleed, and Potato is back. Potato used to represent Evo Singapore back in M3, and ever since then, he kind of took a backseat role as a management, and now he's finally, putting his name into the ring as a sub for the mid laner. However, we haven't really seen him play as a mid laner professionally. It's mostly him playing as a jungle marksman back in the old meta. Personally, I don't think they're gonna replace Jay, but we're gonna see how they're gonna fare in the upcoming weeks in MPL Singapore's regular season. Next is Xco, and just like Potato, LY4, another legend in MPL Singapore scene, is also back. And he's better known playing for SG back as a jungle marksman, but he also played for Revival and also coach. And now LY4, instead of playing, he'll be taking more of a coaching role, which I personally feel is definitely going to be important, because Xco feels like they need some guidance to really try to climb back and gain back some points, especially during the regular season. So this is a very welcoming addition, especially if you're a fan of Xco esports. And oh boy, what do we have here? Zxuan. Zxuan is in Homeboys Singapore. He was last seen playing for KBG though, and that was during the Games of Future, but unfortunately KBG was eliminated really quickly in the group stages, so we never got to see him play during the playoffs. But I mean, definitely have to watch out for his assassins, but he's replacing Sub, who finally gotten some steam in week 2, and I personally am not a very big fan about this switch, because you're basically replacing a jungler which most of the team is starting to gel, and now you're gonna pull him out of the rug and then gonna replace him with somebody else. And now Homeboy Singapore is now forced to basically relearn everything and how they're gonna play in sync with Zxuan in the upcoming weeks. But definitely, Zxuan's skills, I mean, he definitely has a bit of experience already that he got from Games of Future. So we shall see how Homeboy Singapore is gonna adapt quickly in the upcoming weeks. Now we have RSG, and this is a very welcoming addition. Pacifist joining as a coach is gonna basically add a massive buff onto SG as becoming one of the top 3 contenders as a powerhouse, right? Pacifist used to coach for Revival back in the days, and his coaching is really good. And not only just that, he also played for Alchemy in Season 5 and Season 6. So he definitely has a bit of play experience, and now coaching, man, his drafts is really gonna be exciting to watch, especially when he's up against his rival, Youngin, and haha, Youngin is also in MPL Singapore as well. And now Vanguard, and yeah, Youngin is gonna be coaching for them. And Youngin came from Evo Singapore and coached Evo Singapore in M3, and Bleed, RSG, and now Vanguard. He's definitely have a lot of experience, especially world-class experience that he gained, especially drafting for M3, right? And not only just that, the synergy between him and Nick Stain, and also Deck, they all came from Bleed during Season 5, right? So this is a very, very important addition, and it's also Risten's mentor as well. So I'm looking forward to this one, man. I'm looking to see how Vanguard is going to escalate in terms of the power rankings as well. And now they're also bringing in Deck, who used to be a very strong assassin. But of course, there's some rivalries between Deck and Bray, because they both debuted in Season 3 as junglers. But Bray was selected. Deck, on the other hand, faded, left RSG and joined Bleed. And now joining Vanguard. Not too sure whether they're going to be replacing Salem though. I think that's going to be something that we have to look forward during the regular season. I'm gonna skip Team Flash because there's no change right there. So with that said, here's the updates for MPL Singapore Season 7. After the transfer window, you get to see my power rankings right here. It is already updated. And with that said, hope to catch you guys in MPL Singapore, because don't forget, ladies and gents, the format has changed and there's only 3 games left for each team to be able to make it to the playoffs, especially for the bottom 2 teams. Their survival is on the line. If they don't play these 3 games properly, they will not be able to see playoffs. And with that said, ladies and gents, hope to catch you next time. Take care.